Hey folks, I'm Tina Hui with GoCoin, and we are actually Google Hangouting on the internet from all over the place. We're actually right now, I'm in Glendale, California, and so, here we are on the show with Steve Beauregard and, was it Bob Wilkins?
Yes.
And GoCoin, kind of backwards now. I did that backwards. So please introduce yourselves, Steve.
Hi, Tina. All right. Hi, I'm Steve Beauregard. I'm the founder and CEO of GoCoin. We're one of 3 big payment processors worldwide, and we are a processor of digital currencies for purchase of goods and services online. And introducing Bob Wilkins from Ziftr, who we've recently announced a merger with.
Hey, I'm Bob Wilkins, CEO and founder of Ziftr. Ziftr is a payment gateway platform that's been built to onboard more consumers into crypto through a very unique process of loyalty coins we call Ziftr coins, and a mobile wallet that also handles credit card payments and cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, Dogecoin Lite, and others that are in the market.
So I understand, I did a little bit of background looking at Ziftr. You guys have been around since 2008, is that correct?
That's correct.
And not in crypto space at first. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we got our start really in the shopping space. And so if you go to ziftrshop.com, we have hundreds of thousands of merchants in our system, 15,000 plus affiliate partners like Amazon, Macy's, Nordstrom's, Best Buy, all the top brands. And it really is a shopping site to find the best price. And then we also developed a plugin that you can put in your browser that will let you shop anywhere on the internet, and it will automatically pop up and tell you if there's a price better than the price you're looking at. We've got about 2 million downloads or users on that today. And from that experience is how we got into the crypto space a couple years ago.
Very interesting. And in GoCoin, I know you guys have a ton of different projects lined up for the Bitcoin space, and you guys are working with Lionsgate. Who else?
That's right. So we recently announced movietickets.com, where you can purchase theater tickets to the movie Dope, which is premiering tomorrow, and that's really exciting. So they've really done an amazing integration job, much more comprehensive than others. They're still filling out a few other theaters. They don't have all the theaters in the U.S. live just yet, but the goal is to get all of the U.S. theaters and then move into some of the international theaters. So we think that's a great use case. Ticketing is perfect for that everyday purchase. And now with our relationship with Ziftr, we're going to be able to offer loyalty coins, or sort of a rather than a cash back, a coin back kind of scenario, where they'll be able to put all sorts of promotions behind those coins as well. So it's really exciting to sort of take head on the challenge of consumer adoption.
So is it kind of like, are you guys still working with AMC cards and stuff like that, like the legal theaters type stuff, or is it just the layer on top?
Well, at this point, we're actually working with Movie Tickets, who sells tickets for those theaters. So AMC is one that's a little bit more challenging, and that's because of the way they do reserved seating and so forth. So they can only hold a reserved seat for 5 minutes, and that presents a little problem with digital currencies because the block times to confirm the transaction is longer than 5 minutes. So we're going to work through some of those challenges with some rather unique solutions, and then start giving these moviegoers some loyalty coins on top of it.
I think this is actually a fantastic thing to do, to kind of look at payments and loyalty all together. If you look at, I think one of my favorite apps ever is Starbucks app, because you sit here and you get all these promotions and the music and things, and it's all loyalty based. So you're always looking for that 12th coffee to get a free one.
That's right. Yeah, I use it all the time.
Is that how Ziftr is kind of set up?
Yeah, so the whole idea around Ziftr was to give the merchants coins to give to their consumer base. And so we pre-mined 300 million coins. And in the crypto world, we call them coins because that's what it is. It has its own blockchain. But in the consumer world, we're not calling them coins. We're really calling them coupons. Yeah. It's based on a digital coin. So for the consumer, here's a merchant. They've got into the crypto space. They want to start accepting more cryptocurrency, but they need to get their consumers into it. So here's some loyalty coupons. They're pushed out to the consumers, and in the consumer's mind, wow, this looks just like a coupon. It's got a discount value. I can use it just like that. But in the back end, for the merchant, there's no fraud. We know exactly how many coupons we put out there. We know how many exactly got redeemed. There's a lot of really cool utility purposes we can do by using the blockchain to do coupons in this manner. And for the consumer point of view, again, it's that we're not making them think about anything different than they already do.
If I understand this correctly, you guys could sort of be like the eBates or Retail Me Nots, right, where you get a cash back or sort of a thing, but it's all loyalty based.
You know, Tina, you're the first one that has put that together. That is pretty close to
right.
what we're doing. Yes.
Yeah, and we think that Retail Me Not has been one of the most disruptive things to e-commerce. In fact, responsible for a lot of the checking cart abandonment, because you get to that one line in your checkout and you say, "Do you have a coupon?" And people go, "Oh, do I have a coupon? Well, let me go see if I can find one." And literally, sometimes they just walk away. The phone rings. Who knows? And their cart's abandoned. And so the way we're going to take the checkout is we're going to basically let the consumer own the checkout piece. So the consumer at the time when it pops up, if they have the right coins in the wallet at the time, they say, "Hey, you have a coupon for this. Do you want to use it? Apply it here." As opposed to making them think about it and then taking them out of the checkout process.
Right, and then they go through eBates or Retail Me Not. They're like, "Okay, now I could get this at 5% off. Or I could get that."
That's right. That's right. So we're excited, and our merchants are actually the ones we've talked to thus far are really excited about this.
Oh, I'm excited actually. So Bob doesn't know, but maybe I mentioned it to Steve, but I did affiliates for Snapfish by HP at Hewlett Packard for years. So Retail Me Not and eBates were huge accounts for us to sell 99-cent prints and photo books, actually.
Well, and that's the other problem with the way the system works now too is, I'm in the checkout, I'm ready to buy, and you sent me away to another site to find a coupon. Well, a lot of times the coupon you find isn't for that same merchant.
No, or worse, you can't even use it because you're already an existing user, or all these little caveats.
Yeah, so I think this goes a long way to solving both the problems. The shopping cart abandonment rate comes down. The consumer workflow is much happier because I don't have to go anywhere. It just all works and it's smooth.
So who are some of the people that could benefit from this partnership today?
Yeah, actually I think the biggest benefactor will be the consumers. Consumers that are shopping with coins right now, and for them, a lot of the people that we've talked to, the reason they use credit cards is they want the loyalty points. They want their frequent flyer miles. They want, just like you said with Starbucks. I go to Starbucks, I top my account up with my credit card, so I get points there. Then I turn around and I buy with my app in the store, and I get my loyalty points again. So I'm like double dipping, if you will. So we want to offer that same kind of double dipping experience where, ultimately they'll buy the coupons with us. And if they want to buy with their credit card and get their frequent flyer points, great. And then, ultimately when they use it in the transaction, they're going to get extra coins back from our platform. And so there's all sorts of things you can do. For example, you can even offer a product and you say, look, this coin right now trades on the open market at $1. For the next day, we're going to give you a $5 redemption on those coins if you buy this product. So we can get it all the way down to the SKU number.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic.
Yeah, the other group that gets a big benefit out of this, is the merchant piece and the consumer around the credit card security. So I think we keep talking about the crypto piece, but credit cards are still the #1 way, and will be for a long time, on how people buy. What we've done with Ziftr's platform is we've tokenized the credit cards. And what that means is that anybody who uses our wallet on a merchant that uses our platform, that credit card information is never sent to the merchant. So the merchant just gets the shipping address, who it's going to, and a token is sent to the final credit card processor that redeems the token that's sent then to the merchant. So this is really the most secure way to do all your transactions, from a digital coupon to cryptocurrency to credit cards now for both the merchant and the consumer. So it's a big deal.
Yeah. The one thing you can absolutely be sure of is even our government can't secure our information. So they've proven that China has been able to hack in and get whatever information they want. So by tokenizing this, now the consumer has control of it. It's tokenized and encrypted, and when they want to share it, they push it out, and it gets resolved on the other end. So you've taken a lot of the problems away.
It's very cool because actually that's the one thing that crypto is solving is actual consumer protection in some ways, right?
That's
it's
right.
like a new way to look at it in 2015. Can you guys speak to that a little bit as well? What do you see the landscape changing and emerging and moving in 2015 with like the bit license and everything?
Yeah, I think it's absolutely ludicrous that they want to collect all the personally identifiable information on a $20, $30 transaction. There's no reason to have to do that. So I think that Eric Voorhees has been very, very forward with his position on the bit license. We're not far behind. We're still looking at that very closely and what it means to our business. But generally speaking, I think it's too early to regulate the business, because the transaction volumes are really small. And when you look at it in comparison to larger financial markets, I think the only ones that really want to regulate this early are the ones that really want to kill any kind of progress. They want to keep the incumbents in power and keep that balance of power exactly where it is, and they don't want to see innovation, because innovation threatens their margins.
Right.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with Steve on this one.
It's definitely.
I know we're having the intermission issues, I think, from the network. Yeah, I'm with Steve on this one.
Right.
I'll further on that.
So speaking about things, one of the problems that are facing Bitcoin is hoarding by speculators rather than spending. There's a huge commodity versus cash currency discussion. And how will the combined, GoCoin Ziftr solution and partnership address that challenge?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and handle that one. So from the standpoint of hoarders, the idea here is that they're going to buy coins and they're going to suddenly be worth a ton of money over time. So that's a big problem, because they're not spending coins. So it's not that we're going to tap into those markets and get those people to suddenly start spending their coins, but what we're going to do is introduce people who use their credit card to digital currencies through this digital couponing. They won't even think of it as a cryptocurrency or as a Bitcoin or as a whatever coin. It's just going to be, it literally could be a movie tickets coin. And that's the way it will appear to them, but it's just a coupon for next time they shop at movie tickets, or if movie tickets runs a promotion. So that's sort of a Trojan horse way to introduce people into digital currencies. Next thing you know, they have a wallet that holds Bitcoin. They go, oh, I can take Bitcoin? And it's going to, we see this as a great on-ramp. Every time somebody uses a credit card, their incentive is they're giving coins inside of our wallet, and they're naturally going to start using it.
If we do our job right, we should be bringing on the next 10 million new users into crypto. And that's really the game right now, is to get that next group in that hasn't been exposed to it. Will never get exposed through mining. They're not going to go to Circle or Coinbase and try and open up an account that's just too laborious. So it's just a slow onboarding through coupons that gets them into this.
So where should they go? I mean, what is there a website that they can go and check out these kinds of promotions and coupons?
Yeah, as soon as we put the two companies together and we do the merger, then we'll start doing the onboarding of the coins into the merchant accounts that Steve's already established. GoCoin's already got 8,000 plus merchants. They're onboarding 150 to 200 a week now. So that'll be the first group that we've tagged. I think, and that's why this merger looks really well. On paper, we were just getting to that spot. So we built all the technology. We were just starting to onboard our first 50 merchants into the program and start our plugin development. Steve's already got all that done. So it works really well on both sides.
That's right.
Exciting. I can't wait to hear. And then, of course, we'll definitely push that out for you guys and get everybody shopping. I always like coupons, and we all know that's what consumers like these days, right?
Absolutely. And that's the other thing, is we really need to get a lot more women into the ecosystem. And we see this as a great entry point for women to get into the market as well.
Yeah, it's really fascinating when I watch my sister and my friends shop, because I don't really have the time to shop, so I'm like, okay, I'll mass bulk buy, and then later they're like, you forgot to use your coupon.
Yeah, when I used to run operations for a publicly traded e-commerce company, we had a couple of focus groups. We invited some what I call professional shoppers in. And these were like more sports shoppers, and you would not believe the things they would go through to get just the smallest little discount and deal. And they were buying a lot of product, and I'm really excited about that, because I really want to go after that market.
Yeah, we'll have to partner up with some really great female merchants. I'll line them up in a spreadsheet. Like, okay, we want these guys. That's
right. When we get Nasty Gal online, that we're mainstream.
Yeah. So, well, it's been reported that BitPay is exiting the merchant payment processing market. So, how does that affect GoCoin? Or, is that not a concern? And is the market not ready yet? Is it? What do you think?
Bob, you want to take that one?
Yeah, I'll take the first shot at it. I think BitPay and a couple others are seeing the real issue. It's just offering merchants the ability to accept Bitcoins isn't the answer. You know, it was in the beginning. It's not. You need to give the merchants tools to engage their consumers. So we're super excited about that piece because we have it. We're there. We're ready to go with that piece. I think it gives us another round of opportunities besides the merchants that haven't started accepting Bitcoins or digital coupons yet that we'll be going after. But certainly there's a lot of merchants that have tried that probably would be open to trying, you know, another way to do this where they can engage their consumers and get them involved. So we think it's very interesting.
Yeah, I think from the standpoint of BitPay, I think what they're doing is smart to go after a different market. Certainly, the Bitcoin-only market for consumers is not very interesting, and I've been saying that for the last 6 months very publicly. However, you know, introducing credit cards and engaging shoppers in the way they shop is really the direction we want to go. So we want to help the relationship between merchants and consumers and strengthen it in ways that you couldn't do before digital currencies. It is really, truly the best way to pay for both parties. And so we want to help to bridge that gap with more information and giving them the best checkout solutions at the lowest cost.
I agree. Well, I think that's also a challenge of getting females on board. I'm a female, so I've been telling people, I'm like, you got to understand females. Even as an entrepreneur, we're actually extremely fiscally responsible when it comes to investments. Guys are like, okay, we're going to gamble a ton of money here, a ton of money there, and we're going to invest here. Women are like, well, I want my returns to come back. Like, return that for me. I don't care if it's long term. I don't want to even look at it. But like, it better come back, right? So,
right.
Kind of interesting to think about the female consumer, and then we want to be able to purchase things. Obviously, we spend a heck of a lot more than the men do. It's like 80% of household expenditures. So, kind of an interesting catch-22. So, if you make it seamless, I think we'll be surprised to be like, oh, hey, this is the new redemption loyalty layer, and you know, who doesn't like loyalty points?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we're about to change the whole way the couponing world works. So just imagine that on your smartphone, that you now have the wallet loaded with your credit cards, loaded with all of these different coins, as well as your loyalty system. And then when you go to shop on the, let's just call it the movie ticket site, it suddenly pops up and says, "Hey, you got a coupon available to you," and you didn't even know it. And you know, that's going to be cool.
Yeah, very cool. I mean, that's exciting. Because then you'd be like, oh, I guess I'll go to the movies now. Right? And then go watch it. So, but anything else exciting coming up for you guys in the horizon of Bitcoin that you can see happening, and what, you know?
Well, I think it's always encouraging when the price goes up. Everyone likes that. So, like it or not, the price does matter, certainly in the merchant processing world. So we've seen a big jump in transactions just in the last week with the higher prices. In some cases, you can see people sort of moving from one asset class to another, and they're buying, you know, gold and silver and precious metals with their coins because the prices are higher. And in other cases, you just see just an increase in shopping because they have more purchasing power. So I think that those are all good things for the market. And hopefully the investor sentiment comes right behind that.
I agree with that. And Bob, any thoughts on what you see emerging as exciting in 2015?
Well, I think it's the other part of the equation, which is this whole security issue. So we're actually in the wave of merchants being, I won't say the word forced, but pushed to upgrade systems and upgrade security. We've all got these new credit cards coming out with the MB chip in them. There's still issues around that technology. There's a lot of systems that have to be upgraded. So it's a perfect time for us to be in the space offering a solution because they need to make a change anyway. So here's a platform that manages your digital payments from coupons to credit cards. It's all security. And you can now manage a loyalty program and have direct access to your consumers. So I do. I think the whole shopping market is about to change. And Steve said it in the early part of this, is that you're going to own your checkout. So you will own the checkout. Why do we go through hundreds of different checkout systems? I want to buy the product. I have the coupons. Here's how I want to pay for them. Just send the information. Push it out. And that's what we're doing. And I think that's going to be really exciting.
I think it is exciting to have one-stop shop, right? You don't need 18,000 apps or different coupon cards. You know, how big is someone's keychain supposed to be?
That's right. Good point.
Yeah, you're sitting here with a Safeway card, a Bonds card, it's a Petco card. Goodness gracious, right? So it's kind of nice.
It's in the app. Here it is. It's done, and you're ready to check out.
Well, then next you guys have to come up with like an Apple Watch and watch wearables app as well.
It's coming.
Awesome.
Well, thanks a lot, guys, for jumping on the call, and we can't wait to catch up again. The next time we'll see each other is probably another Bitcoin event.
Good stuff. Otherwise, we'll see you next time you're in LA.
Definitely. And you guys take care, and have a good weekend.
Okay.
You, Tina.
Congratulations on your merger. Congrats.
Thank you.
Thanks.